Hello, just me with a quick little video. I said on the Preston prediction yesterday that I didn't have an opposition score prediction, but I managed to get one last night. It's from Daniel from the North End podcast. Sent us a little video. Just sit there, enjoy it, and see what it's like. Thank you to Daniel for his time and effort putting in. Really appreciate it, mate. So here's Daniel's video on how he thinks the game's going to go tonight.
Thanks for inviting me on. I'm Daniel, North End fan, runner of the North End Pod. Find us on X at North End Pod. Tomorrow's game, obviously, being Preston, our season is league season is practically over by spring as usual. We're still in the FA Cup quarter finalists. But yeah, you yourself find yourself in a funny position where I don't want to be speaking out of turn, but realistically, I can't really see yourselves pushing for the automatics. Obviously, it'd take a dramatic fall, I think, for you to fall out of the playoffs. So I think for yourselves, it's all about keeping that momentum going, heading into the playoffs. You had the momentum a couple of years ago when you was in the playoffs, and maybe that this time it could, and hopefully for yourselves, work out better. For us, it's just about finishing as high as possible. It was a tough game, wasn't it, for both sides back in November, 0-0 draw, not much in the game. I think under Paul Heckingbottom, we've turned into a very well-organised team. We played Sheffield United on Saturday. We was really unlucky, I think, to not come away with anything. We, as Sheffield United fans would attest to, they found it hard against us and we battled really well. You probably, I'd say, playing us at a good time, as for really the first time this season, we're sort of finding ourselves with the injuries stacking up, especially in the midfield position. One of our star men, Mads Frotkiar, who scored the winner against Sunderland last season, yeah, at the start of that long ago, at the start of the season. He's probably one of our key players. If he plays well, we usually do well, but he's been unavailable for the last few weeks. The manager's saying he's sort of back into training and stuff, so hopefully, well, for us, he will be playing tomorrow, but I'm not so sure about that. Key striker Milutinos Majic, who's made the news in recent weeks for maybe not so positive things, but he's a nightmare to play against for opposition defences. I believe he was suspended for the game at Deepdale earlier in the season, so he wasn't up against them, but he will be a nightmare for the Sunderland backline if he plays. He's been nursing a hip injury. Hopefully he's back in for tomorrow's game. I'd say players that Sunderland fans probably need to look out for. We've got Kane Kesler-Hayden, right wing back. He's absolutely rapid. He's up and down that right hand side. Brilliant defensively. I fully expect him to be, if he's probably not going to get in the Aston Villa team, but I fully expect him to get a big loan move to a top championship team next season or lower Premier League team. So Kesler-Hayden is one to look out for. And yeah, I think the game, it's, as I say, neither team's not really got that much riding on this game, but it's all about the momentum for you guys. For us, it's just about finishing as high as possible. I don't think it'll be an easy game for Sunderland. If we lose, we don't tend to lose by more than the odd goal. I say Heckingbottom's got us really well organised. If I'm going for a score prediction, I'll go for 1-1. I fancy us to come away with something, but obviously it will be a tough game as usual at the Stadium of Light. I myself, we will be doing a match review and reaction podcast probably up around 2 hours after the game finishes. So find us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Just search North End Pod, and yeah. Good luck for the rest of the season. Good luck for the playoffs, because it's looking like you're going to be in those playoffs. And yeah, cheers.
Once again, thank you to Daniel for his support. Hope he's enjoyed his take on the game. Hopefully, Sunderland will come away with 3 points. But I think it'll be a tough game. Enjoy the game tonight. Let's celebrate. Let's hope we're celebrating 3 points at the end. How are the lads?